Welcome back to Palaptojr and Giants. I hope you enjoyed this episode. Welcome back to Palaptojr and Giants, and it's finally time for a new show to come back on our screens. Yes, Palaptojr is here, and I'm so excited to bring the content for the series. So I thought I'd do a quick preview for you guys, and I'm going to talk about certain topics and share my thoughts. So let's begin and have some reflection. I think one of the characters I'm excited for is Gungi. Gungi is a Wookiee Jedi who you might recognise from the Clone Wars and went through the initiation to become a Padawan. And I'm so happy to see what he can do, because from what I saw in that second trailer, he managed to summon his lightsaber by using his hand. And he just feels like a very interesting character to watch, because I like the fact that Wookiees are now being used for different roles and stuff, and it makes Gungi stand out, and I'm so happy to see Gungi on the Bad Batch and having see him do some Jedi magic. Crosshair is probably going to be a character I think is going to have a little bit of a focus, because we're going to see how he's going to adapt in a conscious soldier world and what his fate will be if things end up going for the clones. And I think it's going to be very intriguing, because I feel Crosshair is kind of one of those characters who knows that he thinks he's doing the right thing, but we all know because of his hipster chip or whatever, he is struggling. And I don't know what Crosshair's end result after the series will be, but it'll be interesting to see what he goes through, and will he ever think of rejoining his brothers, or will he just stay loyal to the Empire? That's going to be what's going to be very intriguing. Tech and Echo are going to be two of the characters that I probably will be having my eye on in this series, because there's something people have been saying is that they're going to get a lot more time on, which I think is really important. I mean, I personally didn't have a problem, but I get people obviously do, and that's fine. I just think there's something unique about them, especially when you look at me and Tech. I feel like me and Tech are quite similar in some ways, similar to Rekko and I. Me and Echo, we kind of have a bit of a relation, but I also have this little appreciation, and I feel like he is underrated because he is different. He's not, hasn't been experimented on during birth or how they did, but but when he was a reg, he was kind of treated badly a bit because of his differences, and that's not a bad thing. I read a lot all the time, but now he's also been experimented. He does fit the Clone 99 group, of course, because he obviously has a different path now. Now he's a cyborg, but he still has that, different, because he wants to help others whilst his comrades want to do something different. And I think that's important, because there might be a bit of clashing between both Hunter and Echo, and I think that's good, because when we look at different ways of looking at how different this group is, I want a bit of drama to help them, feel like what is the right thing they're doing. Are they doing the right thing? And I think with Echo, he's definitely going to bring a lot of greatness into it all. And Tech's going to be, once again, the hilarious guy who always likes to spout facts and ends up having it a little bit to it. But that's the beauty of it. That's how iconic he is. I just feel like it's the strongest character in terms of, he's not like his comrades, but he has a standout because he's good with technology. And I think that's what makes him and Echo banter go way up, because Echo's saying one thing, Tech's saying one thing. But I just feel that this is going to be something amazing from those two, and I can't wait for them. Now, Emperor Palpatine, because I think he's someone I will be hyped for this series, just because I think he's a legend, and from what we've seen in the trailer, is obviously going to be in the set. So I'm interested to see what kind of stuff he's doing in the set and what he's trying to do for the Empire this time. I'm excited for Clone Force 99 because everything I'm hearing and it's made me very excited for them. I think they're unique. I relate to them. And I'm just excited to see what adventures and how they come at height and their bonds, because the interviews say that they're all trying to be the best stuff for Omega, which I think is important because she needs parenting, she needs guidance, and the Bad Batch, or as people like to call them, the Dad Batch, are still learning how to adapt, and I think that's going to make the whole series very amazing. I'm excited for Omega because she's going to be a lot different to what she was in Series 1. I do have a few concerns, maybe because of things I've been hearing, but I think from what I've heard, it looks like she's definitely going to have a big development because of how she's growing and how she's adapting, and I think that's what's going to make her be one of those characters that stands out. I'm really excited for her. The Empire is definitely one of the more intriguing parts of the upcoming series because we're continuing their story, how they're taking over the galaxy, and what kind of threat they are to the clones, which looks like it's already been in force since the destruction of Kamino in the Series 1 finale. And I think it's important to see them shine and show how bad they are to make their story more convincing and evil. And that's what I like when you see more of the Empire. Characters to look out for are Fee, Sid, Captain Rex, Commander Cody, Admiral Rumba, and I'm pretty sure there'll be more amazing characters because it's a good lineup for Bad Batch Series 2 and I'm so excited. My next episode will be about the Mandalorian Series 3, where I'll talk about the latest updates and, of course, the next trailer. I hope you enjoyed this preview of the Bad Batch Series 2. I would like to hear what you have to say on Twitter and on Facebook or on the YouTube, which is Phasma.Jarrans. Social media is at Phasma22. Thank you for listening, and I'll see you next time. Thank you for listening to the podcast. Subscribe to Phasma.Jarrans and stay tuned for more podcasts.